Nielsen, Insta, Larsen, CD, and Xen on KPV. On the other side, we have Mouseboards with Speedy receiving the Knife of Luck. Obviously, next then is Speedy, Goppy, and Nico. Nico standing in for now. Instead of next, instead of Chris J, who is not able to play today. So don't get ahead of yourself. Nico is just standing in for now. And Mousebots will win the knife round. So we will switch to the CT side. Sometimes Goppy starts on the terrorist side on this too. But that happened at the very start when he started calling on CSGO. But it doesn't happen that much anymore. Mousebots on the CT side heading into their own map pick. Surely will win this game. I predict about 16 to 8. And the second map will be 16 to 9 in favor of Mousebots. Let's go for that prediction game. Let's see if I'm right or not. Piss around. Yeah, big shoutouts. The teams always have fun in chat, especially if you're in a domestic tournament like that. You have, you have people knowing each other from the tournaments, from the LAN finals of the ESL Meisterschaft, the ESL German Championship, and they will behave like that as well. They behave like old friends. Look at Mouse with a quick setup in middle, but the terrorist will head straight into the B bomb site. Dennis is there to receive that first push, and he will not get that, or he will not get any damage dealt, but he's staying alive with that. Now, next coming in from behind, quickly be disposed by Insta. Nico with one headshot, but Insta with a second frag, making it a 3v2. Now Goppy and Speedy on the retake, but myKPV still hold on to the bomb site. They haven't picked up the bomb or planted the bomb. Now they have done that. And Insta will blow up Goppy. Triple kill for Insta already in the piss round, and you know how important that might be for myKPV. Not only for the scoreline, but also for the mentality of the squad. Speedy now the last man standing. He's got two players that are fairly low on HP, but it doesn't matter as they work together. CD is coming in from the front, and his teammate was coming in from behind. And you know, the sandwich most often ends up with the guy in the middle on the receiving end in one way or the other. 1-0 in favor of KPV. It's going straight for the big rifles. 2 Galeers and 3 AKs for the squad. Almost no nades though. They need to make it happen with the guns. Mouseboards going for the right gas. They have 3 players set up for a long, and the majority of the terrorist push will come there. Speedy with the first frag. Now Nico follows it up with his deagle. CD was the guy to pick up a frag in between, and now they all spray the smoke. But Insta is down to 5 HP. It's basically a free frag for any of the CT's players right now. Goppy is down to 43 on the CT side. The terrorists will try to get out of a long again. They figure they have kind of put the car in the mud, and they need to pull it out again. They need to figure out how to approach the map in a different way. If they kept going to the A bomb site, it would have probably be demolished. Not demolished, but taken down one by one. So they slow down, they check out their back, they secure everything together, and now they are moving forward towards a long, with Goppy being on a short, and Dan is still sitting on the bomb site. Next is handling the B bomb site alone, and now let's see, Goppy is going for a B rotation out of no apparent reason, and he calls in Dennis as well. It seems like an instinctive call by Goppy, but it was completely wrong. The terrorists on the move to the A bomb site are sneaking down, and now Dennis goes for the information, and that was obviously needed for the CTs, but he goes down to Nielsen. 3v2 now, Goppy and Next on the rotation. They don't have any nades to flash each other in or smoke the terrorists off or something like that, so they either need to go for the save or for the straight up killing spree, and it will go for the first option of those two. Save their guns. Next stays around with the deagle just to peek for a few frags, and Goppy calls him in there. Says, come on son, don't be too you know, Next is the young guy. He's got 3 majors under his belt right now, but I would still consider him less experienced than Goppy, at least if you consider Counter-Strike. Maybe not CSGO, but in overall, Goppy is also older, you know, and when you get older, you get kind of more set back a little bit. And Goppy definitely called Next into the B bomb site to to save his deagle and the armor. It's not worth risking that just for a cheeky deagle shot or something like that. So mouz will save those 2 guns. More importantly, though, they save the armor. And KPV on the other side get those 3 guns to the next round, and they will purchase everything again. Well, unlucky for mouz. Next drops. So Speedy drops as well. What is happening? Don't get confused by that easy anti-cheat message here. It doesn't have anything to do with the disconnects. It's just there to, you know, let everyone know that we use it at cheat protection service. And it's also not the worst, so the players definitely need to watch out. Well, no, they don't, because they don't cheat. But if you cheated, you had to watch out. So the banana in KPV's pocket, so he has some food around during the round. Can quickly get the banana out and then just take a quick bite to get his energy levels back up. mouz is back on the server, and yeah, Next doesn't have the money and he doesn't have the armor, so basically they should give him something back. No, the deagle was dropped obviously, so it should still lie around. So they just lost the armor. It's around 1k that they lost, so I guess not that big of a deal for mouz right now. Speedy says ready, and KPV already called ready, so we should get this game on the way again. There we are. So, just a quick shout out to HLTV.org and 99damage. I was at ESL1 Cologne taking pictures for HLTV.org. It was my third or fourth major. I think it was the third, yeah. ESL1 Cologne last year, then DreamHack Winter, and now this one. And it was, I don't know, the 10th, the 15th, the 20th event or something that I've been to. Big shout out to HLTV for making this happen for me. Taking photos, obviously not my main job, but I will get there, I promise. Now the terrorists will head towards the A bomb site, and they promise to get there as well. And they sweep the floor with the CT's bodies. Only 2 survive that major offense by the terrorists. Nex and Dennis are the guys, and make that only Nex with 50 HP. CD received 99 damage on the terrorist, so he just barely held on to his life. But KPV make it 3-0, and they basically did what I said was possible. They win the pistol, they converted to a 3-0 lead. Now they're up against the first rifle round, and so far none of the mouz players made themselves shine that much. They have Nex and Nico, 2 of the, I would call them, strongest players in the scene, even though they couldn't really make it work in their career that much yet. But if you have ever watched them, you know how dangerous those 2 players are, and they need to make themselves work together right now. Nico is over at the A bomb site, A platform, together with 2 teammates, so they work together on A with 3 players over at short right now. Or probably 1 is in CT. No, they are all on short. And Nielsen just spraying around a little bit, drawing the attention away from the A bomb site. The CTs venture further into A short with 1 backup player, and 2 players committed to control that. 1 player in middle as well, so they set up that ambush in case the terrorists go for middle control, but they aren't. They go for a long control. Xen is already there. Now he calls in for his 3 teammates to accompany him on the push, and Nielsen might step into a trap that is set for the majority of the terrorists, but if he steps in there alone, the chances of him getting out there are even slimmer than they would have been with the whole squad going there. KPV have captured the A platform, or so it seems. They are down to low HP already. CD down to 10, Xen down to 65, but Dennis is down to 15, so it's even. Oh, it's in CD, goes for the headshot onto Speedy on the retake. 5v3 already. mouz is going down in flames right now. Next with 1 frag for the CTs, but that's not enough. BNX will once again go for the save, and KPV up 4-0, converting the rifle round and saving 4 guns as well. So not even that much damage dealt by the CTs. If KPV could get rid of those 2 rifles in the hands of Nex and Gorby, they could actually make this a very good start in the first half of the first map. There it is, Sen with a double kill, shutting down Gorby and Nex 4-0. KPV looking very strong right now. So we kind of have mouse sound bugs on mouse boards on Nex, to be exact. So let's see if they can resolve that issue. And yeah, myKPV looking really strong. They proved me wrong, at least in the start of this game. Dennis and Gorby yet to pick up a frag, but they only had 1 rifle round. So, you know, don't judge them too early. On the other side, we have Larsen on 1 frag as well. So they are still working their way into the game on the terrace side as well. Instead with 6, obviously, who was changing the outcome of the pistol round. CD was really important on the rifle round, and Xen just took out the 2 rifles that tried to stay alive for the CT, so his 2 frags were really crucial as well. So KPV is doing a good job of holding it together and controlling the game as well. Look at their economy with almost 7k on every single player, except for Nielsen, who's down to 2k, but he has a chance to work his economy up as well. With an anti-eco coming up for KPV, this advantage will only grow, probably. If they win this round and survive with 4 players again, or 3, they will get even more money in their bank accounts. So mousesports really has to overcome a stretch of buy rounds to get back into this game. And by then, KPV could be up 6-2 or something like that, you know? If the CTs get 1 round or 2 rounds on the board and then the terrorists win 1 back, they might even force the CTs on a straight save or even a double save again. And that would be really, really brutal to mousesports or for mousesports. So KPV is starting off really nicely into this game. And I just wanted to finish a story about the ESL1 Cologne. You know, myKPV brought me in as kind of a substitute for one of their guys last year at ESL1 Cologne 2014. And looking back, 1 year has passed since Gamescom last year in Cologne, and I really have to thank the guys a lot, making so many cool things happen for me and just helping me out with the shoutcasting as well. You know, you get to know a lot of people on those events. You shake a lot of hands, and the players recognize you. Because you took pictures of them all day, every day. You should see nothing. If he sees me, it's like, "Ah, you again?" And then he just laughs and jokes around with me, and then I take a few pictures with him, or just uploading them on HLTV. He's always joking around. Same goes for Freakazoid, for example, 2 very cool guys from Cloud9. Big shout out to them. They probably don't listen in right now, but yeah, just wanted to do that. And yeah, I brought something with me from ESL1 Cologne this year. You know, those small things that you can pin onto your shirt. I heard they are really expensive, so I went up to the store, and then they were up there for 12 euros, and I thought, what? They aren't that expensive. They are only expensive online. So I brought some back for you guys, actually. So I want to unbox 5 of them live on stream in September. And you have to wait a little longer. I'm on the way to 50k followers on Twitter. Not on Twitter. Yeah, that would be a dream scenario, but on Twitch. So I want to get to 50k followers. And when I do that, I will pick a certain date. Mousesports against Penta or Mousesports against Killerfish will be the game that I draw the pins. I will unbox 5 of them, and I will give away 1 of the pins that I unbox. So make sure to follow the channel, because I will give it away to followers. It's not like this, yeah, I will give away something that is worth 100 euros to 250 subscribers, you know. It's kind of, do the math yourself. If subscribing costs 5 euros or $5, and 50%, let's just say, if 50% go to the streamer, I'm not that sure if 50% go to the streamer, but even if 25% go to the streamer, and he says, I will give away a skin that's worth 100 euros if I reach 250 followers. You know, 250, it's 100. So he doesn't lose anything, and you kind of fund the skin that he gives away, and most often it is kind of, you know, I will give away a skin that's worth a few $100 if I have this and that many subscribers. And streamers aren't stupid, you know, they do that for their living, so they will calculate how many subscribers they need to at least get the return on investment back, if not make a win out of it. And I just want to give away the pin to the followers, because I'm really pumped to get 50k. Maybe we will even walk up to or get up to 60k, which would be really sick, at least for me personally, and also for you guys, because most of you have been around for a long time on my channel. Big shout out, for example, to Slicksig, to Even, iSailor is in there, and all those guys supporting me. Opus, DFGT, yeah. Shout out to you as well, and you all made this happen, so thanks a lot. Now let's hop back into the game after the lengthy pause. mousesports is back with Next, probably has restarted his PC, and now he's back in the game. Speedy picking up a frag, but the CTs put a stop to the first aggression of KPV. It kind of reminds me of the past round where they ran into that stack on A long and then had to get back out again. No, it's basically the same players again, and they once again end up pulling back out. And Speedy got himself the AK, which he still holds on to. And he wants to use that on A long. Now gets back onto the A bomb site where the terrorists are coming to as well. Oh, he actually transports 2 AKs and gets the headshot onto Insta. Sick team play, even though it didn't pay off. CD and Nielsen will shut Speedy and Next out. But what a great idea by Speedy. If the terrorists had ended up somewhere else, or if there was some more time, it could have worked out. Dennis is coming in from behind, and CD will cover him as well. But yeah, the idea counts as a frag, in my opinion. KPV will still shut the CTs down 5-0 in favor of them, heading into another rifle round. AWP for Xen, and Dennis and Nico going for the scopes on the CT side. Let's see where they head at. Nico going for A long, and Dennis going for B. While Xen is already in position, he gets tagged though and falls away from A long, so he will give up that position, sets up a more defensive approach, peeking through the double doors over at long. Now B holds on to long, while the CTs will rotate back towards the A platform over there, having Dennis cover middle, and now they have Speedy over at short as well, slash CT spawn, and Dennis will ring off that first shot, getting the kill onto Xen. Nico peeking through that small gap, picking up the kill onto inside, picking up a second as well. Nico is on fire, just like always. CD gets a refrag, but it's a 2v4 already, and he will still get the bomb planted just in time. Dennis and Nico coming in with the big guns. It is the artillery coming in. Dennis will shoot down CD through the smoke, while B will mop up Nielsen. 3 players surviving for mousesports in their first round on the board. But as I said, if KPV win the pistol and the first rifle round, they can make it 5-0. And now mousesports is back on the board, but KPV have built up enough economy to buy up easily in this one, and even in the following. Even if they don't plant the bomb and don't get anything, even if everyone gets killed on the terror side, they would still be able to at least squeeze out a forced buy, halfway serious effort for a KPV. Now Nico opens up onto Nielsen. The CTs get forced back from A long, but Larsen just pushes through there, disposes of Corby through the smoke, then runs out of bullets, and Speedy with the refrag. 4v3 in favor of the CTs. Nico with the nade in hand, but she's able to switch to the USP. Xen still gets a frag onto Speedy before Nico can shut him down. 3v2, now 2v2 thanks to CD coming back into middle, and the terrorists still have lost a bomb in A long. Next is just easily taken care of. Insta CD's coming in from double doors. The bomb is still dropped, and the CTs have smoked off long, with Nico and Next, the most dangerous players on the server right now, holding on to the bomb. The chances of CD getting to the C4 are really slim, but he still has a lot of time, so he can easily wait out the smoke. Just wait for that and then use his own economy to fool the CTs around a little bit, but he's completely ignoring the fact that he still has 2 flashes, a smoke and a Molotov. Well, now he's getting into it. So he will first check out the small corner behind the door. The CTs now know where he's coming from, so they prepare each other for that push. He knows that NiKo is in pit. The next is trying to help his teammate out, and together they will take him out. 5-2. mouz coming back into the game as they claw their way to the second round. It was a great battle though. KPV could have won this round as well if they just had one more trade. Obviously, NiKo held on to the A-bombs at 8 frags already and 7 rounds. Same goes for CD, however. So NiKo now makes it 9 frags. mouz on the push into the B-bomb site. Next, and Dennis will get the frags. Next with the quad kill, just mopping up the key myKPV push into the B-bomb site. Made it 5-3, and the terrorists have gone for a little bit too hasty approach to the B-bomb site, in my opinion. You probably never fool a team like mouz in that situation. They will manhandle you as easy as it gets. Now key myKPV on the pistol round with upgraded pistols and a deagle for CD. On the other side we have mouz with a sturdy buy. Obviously they didn't did they lose a player? I don't think so. Let's check that. No, they didn't lose a player, so their economy is slowly but surely getting to a phase where you could almost call it mature as well. It's still still a little small, you know, like a kid, but it gets it grows up at the moment. Next with the double kill in middle. KPV is not finding anything to work with right now. NiKo going for the wall peak. Larsen goes down. 5v2. Xen and Insta. Oh, look at that. As if he had a magical crosshair in the middle of his screen. He just doesn't need to zoom at all. He just puts his screen on there, clicks right click, left click, and bam, there's another kill. NiKo with a double. Next with a double, and Dennis with 1. 5-4. Key myKPV still with the lead, but only 1 round separating the two teams right now. Now another gun round by the terrorists. This time around mouz only has 1 AWP, and it's obviously back in the hands of NiKo. Back on long, so he doesn't even switch his position. He thinks like, okay, I get fed with frags over there, why should I go away? Now Larsen tells him why, because sometimes even those great players overextend, and then they get punished for that, which just happened to NiKo. You're not invincible, even though you get a lot of frags. You can still be killed by basically anyone with a straight headshot, so you have to watch out. NiKo was pushing forward into long with that peak. He wanted to get some information for his team, but the terrorists were up for that. They knew that NiKo was around long, or they thought that he might be around there, so they prepared for that push. Dennis now on the receiving end on the exchange from a short towards the lower tunnels, has to back off into the B-bomb site. 9 HP remaining for him, and he basically needs to call in for somebody to help him out, and he does that. So next goes over to cover middle, and that we can see a bomb site. Good work by the terrorists to just weaken the CT's defenses over at A with only 1 frag and a half, so to speak. Larsen checking out a long shooting, got B straight in the face. Neeson does the same to Next, even though it wasn't a headshot. He shoots him down. Larsen picks up the AWP, goes to work onto Speedy. It's a 4v1. Dennis is the last man standing, and he should go, or could go, for a save already. There are no chance at all. There is no chance for him to pick up that round. He just wants to get a exit frag before he gets killed by the terrorists. And he has a good idea where they might head to. Insta is the guy to walk into Dennis in a second. Oh, well, he might not do that yet. But there he goes. Dennis gets traded, but at least he took out one of the terrorists. Neeson down to 1 HP, though. 99 damage received on his account. 6-4. KPV are back on the board after brief slip of 4 rounds in favor of the CTs. And that allowed mouz to get enough money to get this buy round. But if they lose it and they don't save too many weapons, they could end up in a FAMAS and fall with only a few nades kind of round. So it would be really crucial for them to win this round. If KPV win it, they could turn it into an 8-4 scoreline maybe. Insta with the first frag on the pushing Speedy. Nico goes down to CD. It's a 3v5 already, and it's only 30 seconds gone in the round. Still so much time on the board for KPV, and they can use that to just slowly but surely check out the CTs. If they stay together, they should be able to get the trades and just win this round. They shouldn't separate anymore. Stuff like that shouldn't happen. Larsen tried to get a cheeky frag, but come on, you're up 2 men. Why would you walk in there? Just wait for your opponents to make a mistake, or for your teammates to generate an opening. And well, he's still young. He can still learn. 6-4 the scoreline, and KPV will most likely make it 7-4 with the planted bomb. Gobi is trying to go for the retake, but the same that I just said about Larsen applies to him as well. Oh, Dennis suddenly turns it around with a triple kill. As I was talking, KPV just almost gave it away to Dennis, and I was about to say Gobi and Dennis should go for the save. It was a 4v2, so the likelihood of that happening is rather slim, but obviously mousesports know they are in a situation where they need to pick up those rounds. They can't really afford to give away any rounds anymore to KPV. And they tried it. They almost succeeded as well, but the likelihood of that happening against another team of the sorts of, you know, let's just tease him a little bit, or flip side, for example, or Cloud9, rather slim. KPV will open up on the bomb side B with 2 frags against mousesports, who went for the buy. Nico with no head armor, no nades for him. Gobi with the 5-7. They still had 3 rifles on next Dennis and Speedy, but 2 of them got killed already. So the terrorists are sitting at a 5v3 after planned situation. Speedy going for the retake in B tunnels, or not quite for the retake, but he wanted to just get a few frags and get closer to the bomb site. Gobi mobs up a frag onto Larsen, and if they knew how low the terrorists are, they would have probably gone for the retake. But now they stay back, they save their guns, and they will try to win the last 3 rounds in this first half on the first map between mousesports and KPV. So mouz in a very, very hard economical situation. They decide to go for the Nova for next, and Gobi stays with the 5-7 for now. He dropped his AK towards Dennis, and they obviously know that a guy like Nico could change the outcome of a round if he's allowed to. KPV know that too, and they will take a very slow approach to the B bomb site at first. They have Insta in the back covering middle. Nobody takes care of the A long right now, but the terrorists are in control, so they don't worry too much about any pushes from A long. They probably take a peek here and there, but at the moment it's just them taking map control on B tunnels and A short and middle as well, and they are focused on that B execution. If the CTs had a better timing, they could go for that. Next almost kills 2 with 1 shot. Neeson down to 18, and CD taken out of the occasion. 4v5 already. Next down to 21, but Dennis holds on to the B bomb site with a frag onto Larsen and gets traded by Xen. 3v4 now. Xen is low on HP. Next with a second frag, switches to the AK, goes for another headshot, making it a 1v3. And this is basically over for the terrorists, if not for Insta, who comes back into the round with a kill onto Nex, and now he heads back into the tunnels. Nico is there in the hole in the wall and needs Insta with the headshot onto Nico, expecting that move to happen, going for the spray, but Gobi closes him out with a 5-7. Well, what a round by Insta though, almost made it happen for KPV. In the end, it is mousesports prevailing thanks to Nexus' great performance with the Nova, just surprising the terrorists in middle with a good frag over there, and then getting another one in the B bomb site with the Nova, and then the AK as well. mousesports looking better now. 8-5. They need to make it 8-7. KPV with the save round. It should be handled rather easy by the CTs, especially as it's a long. They have P250s, and Nico going for the triple kill, the quad and the ace. There it is. Everyone ran into him. Just KPV feeding him frags as always on a long. Nico is there to hold on to that quick ace. The terrorists just just basically like lemmings. They were all sitting in the same position. And he could just pull the trigger on all of them. 17 frags now for him, 12 for Dennis, 11 and 10 for Xen and CD. mouz on track to the 827, but they have to overcome another buy round by the terrorists with a Galil for Larson and 4 AKs. Now they have some equipment to work with, but they need to watch out to not run into another heavy mouz defense. There they go, opening up on a long, and suddenly it's only Nex and Nico standing for mouz. Nex holding on to middle while Nico is close by. He gets a frag onto Xen. Now Nex backing off into CT spawn to help his teammate out. Nico getting flashed, but still maintains control of a long. Drops the bomb carrier as well. Expects another one to be around. Smokes himself off. Calls in for Nex. And the terrorist is only one. It is Nielsen coming in from middle. Next checks out all the positions that he could possibly peek, checking out a short and a long at the same time, and now he goes to work on the head of Nielsen. 8-7, mouz pulling back with 3 straight rounds, but in my opinion KPV did more than they could have expected in this matchup, especially with mouz, with Nico being on fire like he is. I can see so many great things happen if he learns some German. mouz, or any German team could definitely use his help, or any team in the world could use Nico, right? Everyone would be happy to pick him up. And now KPV switches to the CT side. mouz needs to make up for the lackluster start into the map with a 5-0 scoreline at one point. They still were able to draw it back to 8-7, but now they go for a straight B push with 4 men occupied with that. The CTs have 3 players close by. Next with the dual elites. Now let's see if he can make something happen with that. There it is. First headshot onto Larson. Goppy just runs through the smoke, guns down Nielsen. Next with the dual elite, still on the hunt, going for another headshot, and another one goes down. Now Next makes himself shine after Nico had his brief spotlight show. CD is the last man standing on the CT side. mouz looking for a flawless pistol round, and yeah, that kind of tells you a story how angry they are at the moment. And there it is, Speedy with the last frag of the round. 8-8. KPV now saving, obviously, while mouz, let's see how much they invest. They didn't show too much respect to KPV in the early stages of this game, but now they kind of learned their lesson a little bit, and they will go for 3 decent rifles. The dual elites will stay for Nex, and the Uzi for Goppy, so they still save some money on 2 players. They don't want to go all out. Instead with the tower in middle will surprise Dennis. Why did he push through the smoke in the first place? Now Next gets flashed through. He has only the dual elites and he makes them work on both CTs. In the meantime, CD picked up a frag, and the same goes for Nielsen, who collapsed on the terrorists in middle, and it will go the way of KPV with a great aggressive setup in middle. They will make it happen for them. This is just, you know, the CT's basic setup with a few players in middle, 2 in short, and 1 coming in from tunnels. And the terrorists, if they want to go through middle, they will be demolished by the CTs. That's exactly what happened to mouz. Not even the double kill by Nex helped them survive this really scary situation. KPV now back up in the lead, 1 round, and Nex with the AK trying to find an opening for his squad, dinging Sen down to 51 HP. But mouz still are not really confident in taking it to A long. They will go back towards middle, find themselves another opening over there, and will make a lot of noise. Nielsen will call that for his teammates. He pulls Larson closer to him. No, actually it's not Larson, I think. It's Insta, actually, and Insta will meet his maker, Dennis, with the headshot. Next with a double kill of his AK. Now Larson needs to step up, but he's pushed by all the mouz players. He gets a double kill. Dennis and Nico line up perfectly for him. 2v2, thanks to Larson's triple kill, making it a 2v1, though, is Speedy with the FAMAS that he picked up. Goppy and Speedy with the bomb plan right now as CD is coming in from middle. They already saw him as Speedy went for that cheeky jumping peek, abusing the hitboxes that are really inaccurate if you jump. And Speedy needs to figure out a way to make this retake happen. He gets a first headshot, but myKPV with the deagle will close him out. And mousesports make it 9-9. Yet again, we have another draw between the two squads. So maybe I wasn't that wrong after all. Maybe my brain works in the right fashion. It saved it under the folder. myKPV could potentially upset mousesports. And I think they switched a few players. That's why I thought, well, maybe not so much. But now they really, well, they look not too bad though. Even though they are saving right now, they could still have the chance to open up. myKPV with an, oh my god, with the XM1 or something. Nico with the Tech 9 push onto short, and Xen with a kill insta with the double on the B bomb side, making it a 1v4, a 1v3. Speedy is left alone in middle, and he's coming in to a short, flashing himself in there. Going for a brief spray, going for a second flash, and getting the headshot as he was fading away onto Xen, capturing the bomb. That was his main task right now. And he wants to go for the plan as soon as possible, not wasting any time at all, going for the safest spot possible, but just faking it to draw the CTs and tries to make it happen. But the scout in the hands of City will take him out and make it 10-9 for myKPV. Speedy not able to clutch the 1v3 situation and not able to plant the bomb will leave the terrorists without too much money, but they still go for the 1 AK. mousesports throwing the money in the rounds. They heavy invest in those rounds. They had one of those already with an AK for next. This time around it is Dennis with the AK, and he once again tries to make the first aggressive move over at A long, but Nico gets killed in middle by Insta. The CTs have found some information on the terrorist positions. They could use that to position themselves in a according manner. And CD is there prepared for that A-long push. The CT's already pulled 3 players over there. The old school 1.6 positions with 3 players lined up in the in A-long basically. Xen drops the bomb carrier. The bomb falls down into CT spawn. On top of everything is going wrong. Speedy still has the AK though, and he will get 2 frags over at A-long, making it a 3v1. However, it's Larsen with the refrag, and Insta's there to collect his second of the round. 11-9 in favor of myKPV. mousesports is not able to get a firm grip on their own terrorist side. So comparing this this area to this area, myKPV looks like they could really give mousesports a fight for the money. Now Mouse will save with almost a full save. P250 and Tech 9 for Dennis and Speedy, while myKPV is trying to consolidate their financial pockets, their money pockets basically. And I think that, well, if they get through this round without losing too many players, they should feel happy about the outcome of this start of the second half. There it is. Good frags by Larsen and Insta working together in middle. 12-9 now, and they only lost 1 player, so now their money is looking quite good. 6k on Insta, 3k on CD, 3k on Nielsen, only 200 and 600 on Larsen and Xen, but they can still, you know, get a drop from one of their teammates. myKPV going for A-long with 3 players, leaving middle completely open. mousesports with a 5 AK buy up, going for middle control right now, and this time around they are aware of the possibility of an aggressive move by the CTs. Nico moving in, messing up that spray, but Dennis collects a refrag, and it did end up to be not that bad for mousesports, even though they wasted a smoke in CT spawn that they couldn't really use. myKPV has collected the A-bomb, so basically on his own. He just checked everything out. myKPV was so focused on controlling middle, they forgot about A. They still have CD on A-long though, and he could trouble mousesports on the retake. As soon as myKPV gets in position for that retake, CD will be the guy to make this round either go the way of the CTs or not go the way of the CTs. myKPV in position now. They will execute the retake. Speedy trying to slow them down with the Molotov cocktail. myKPV trying to go for the Siki shot. Speedy will burn one alive, and myKPV is not able to get the frag. Finally, with the help of Nex, mobs up CD, and he was not able to get any frags from A-long. It would have been a crucial position on the retake with his teammates coming in from, well, Gobi was in a short, but they came in from CT spawn and he could come in from here, so they could have gotten this area cleaned up, but they kind of were not able to do that in the end. KPV have to give this round to mouz Sports, and they are back on track again. They could force the CTs on a save if they win this one. So it's 2 rounds on the line right now. They could draw this game, but KPV is doing their very good on the A bomb set with 2 frags onto Gobi and Nico already dropping the players of mouz. Larsen is on the B bomb set with the Deagle. He's a little bit too quick on the trigger, but he did a lot of damage, and now Insta with a double kill will make it look very good for KPV. There it is, Nielsen with the last frag, 13-10 in favor of the underdogs. Let's check the odds on CSGO Lounge, shall we? It's actually 95% in favor of mouz and 5% in favor of KPV. I didn't expect the number to be that high, but well, it is kind of obvious in my opinion. Now mouz Sports on another 4 spy with 2 AKs and a UMP for Dennis next and Speedy. 2 Deagles for Nico and Gobi. KPV on the other side with a 5 M4A1 buy round. And Dennis opens up the round for the Terrorist. That is something that the Terrorist can work on top of, but Gobi goes down with the Deagle on A. KPV now know that it's a mixed buy. They have seen 1 AK and the Deagle, so they can kind of figure out what is upon them. They will probably face off against a very quick push. There is Nico shooting the edge of Insta, just really focused on that small pixel, and as soon as it changed color, his finger reacted. It was just pure instincts on Nico. Now Dennis goes down to Larsen, but Speedy with the frag. Nico dings sent from below. Oh my god, Nico with 3 straight Deagle headshots onto KPV, turning this round in the favor of mouz Sports. And KPV is not able to maintain their streak. They will once again give away another round, and this is a trade and yeah, trade and blows, just back and forth all over the place. 20 kills for Insta, 18 for Xen. On the other side, 22 and 17 for Nico and the rest of mouz, except for Gobi. Dennis with a double kill right now, opening up on a long. Speedy just going for the smoke spray onto CD. Larsen and Insta are the last man standing in this eco round, and obviously they don't have too much to say about the outcome of this round anymore. Nico with a double will make it 12-13. Now KPV with the so to speak forced buy. Insta doesn't have a nade for Mass for Xen, but at least they have 5 rifles. They get pushed on a long, Dennis heads straight into the pit and will just hose down CD without any opposition basically. He's down to 35, and then next covers him quite nicely. Nico with a headshot onto Insta on the rotation play by KPV. Well planned by mouz Sports to get Nico in the position. Neeson gets a frag onto next, and Larsen will get a kill onto Nico, making it a 1v3, and well, his chances are rather slim. He wants to save the gun. You can see that already backing off into the B-bomb side. And mouz Sports with a very cool setup to have an aggressive setup in a long to force a quick rotation by the CTs. And Nico was just holding on to that angle and waited for the CT to pass by. Headshot level was set by Nico, and he just got an easy frag over there, keeping the CTs from rotating any reinforcements to the A bomb site. So mouz Sports planned that round perfectly. They set up, and the execution was very, very nice as well. Dennis with the shot of the Larsen to finish it off. KPV needs to get some more just individual performances, maybe, you know, just have somebody step it up. Now they have another eco round coming up. mouz Sports will most likely make it 14-13. Now the pressure is up onto KPV. This is the perfect time to get a mad CZ75 highlight by CD or something like that. The CTs will head over towards A long with 4 players. mouz Sports still spread out throughout the whole map. Nico will check out middle alone, basically. He has Nex to work with. Nex is just hopping up towards A short right now, and Nico will instinctively turn around to Larsen, but Larsen gets a trade. What a trading blow. Insta with a good shot onto Dennis. Now it's a 3v4. Speedy barely holds onto his life, goes down to Xen. That is just unreal, the performance by KPV. 4v2, 2v2 now, thanks to Nex's double kill. And now he's all alone against the 2 CTs. Xen with the frag onto copy, but Nex quickly turn around to make it a triple and making it a 1v1. Neeson still has the bomb under control. Nex has a lot of time. He could make his team, make his opponent get really nervous by just slowing down, but he's feeling confident, and Neeson will turn around just in time to get the kill onto Nex, who's not able to make it a 4K round for him. KPV will upset mousesports in the eco round and keep themselves alive, get themselves back on the lead, and force mousesports to think twice about the next round. They were starting off on the receiving end, and then they were up in a brief 2v2 situation, and then slipped away from them thanks to Larsen's performance. Now he is down, he can cool off a little bit and just relive the moments that he just made happen for KPV. And mousesports with a double AWP setup, seemingly they are fed up right now, but it's kind of weird to see Nex and Speedy with the AWP. If they have Dennis and Nico around, Neeson and Insta will get the frags for the CTs, but good trades for the terrorists, making it a 3v3 again. Insta, CD and Xen holding on to the bomb sites, as you can see CD on long. So Xen just holds on to a short and middle basically, and Insta is alone on the B bomb side. Got B opts to go towards A short, with Nex just taking a quick peek into B to be sure that there's nobody coming in the back of his teammates. Now they will execute on the A bomb side together. Xen is alone over there. He needs to stay alive for his teammates to be able to help him out, and it would just fake. Will they fake and head over towards middle? They have dropped the bomb. They dropped into CT spawn as well. Nex is sent forward with his Tech 9 in hand. He will get the headshot onto Xen. And mousesports just didn't want to fully commit to the bomb site yet. They just sent in Nex and, you know, just run there and see what is going on. See what you can do over there. And if you pick up a frag, we can plant the bomb. If you go down, we can still head into middle and try to make it happen on B. That was the rough plan for mousesports. It worked out perfectly, and KPV will once again trade around with mousesports. 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. Kinda reminds me of the first game that we saw between Planet Key Dynamics sorry, and Killerfish. CD and Insta will hold on to their guns. At least there's some consolidation for the CTs. 14-14, however, the scoreline is. mousesports draw this game again. I don't know how many draw scorelines did we have. I can't really call. Yeah, let's scratch that. It's way too complicated for me to figure that out right now. KPV have forced it up. Deagle for Xen, 5-7 for Nielsen, Famas for Larsen, and he's alone on the B bomb site, getting that first frag. Really important for the CTs. He goes for a second and almost gets the kill onto Nex. 12 HP remaining for him, but then he snuck his way into middle, and he gets himself the first and second as well, before Insta is able to trade him back to a 3v3 situation. Speeding up with the AWP. Oh, he almost shot his teammate there. CD goes down through his teammate. Nico just barely staying alive. 14-14. It is crucial to pick up the round for both teams, and I will once again trade frags. 1 for 1 Nex and Larsen, and Speedy has Larsen sealed down. He cannot do what he did in the rounds before again. mousesports will get it to match point. 15-14. KPV will say, well, not save obviously, but they don't have too much money to invest into this round. It was do or die in the previous one, and Speedy almost messed it up, but then stepped it up to win the round for Mouse. So he's kind of the unlikely hero in that situation. Got beat with the P90 in the last round, so both the financials aspects of both teams haven't been too good in this matchup. CD with the first CZ75 kill onto Gobi, picking up the P90 will help the CTs, and the tower will once again reward the CTs with a frag. Send the headshot onto Nico. Now next going to work on him, making it a 4v3. Still in favor of the CTs, and good nades come raining in, putting him down to 37. Another nade is coming in, but that is just barely avoided by Nex, who runs away into B lower tunnels. Now, Dennis will push the B bomb set as Insta picks up a double kill, and Larson closes out Dennis over at B. KPV win another save round against mouzsports. The favorites definitely are not happy with their performance, but we will head over into a max round 3 overtime. 10k start money. This is an amazing matchup so far, and maybe I wasn't that wrong when I said KPV could take away a map or two from mouzsports. You have to keep in mind that it is mouzsports' map pick as well. KPV chose to play cash, and you know that those rounds just tell you the story of the game. 4 CT save rounds, 5 CT save rounds go the way of KPV. And it's definitely not them being amazingly strong, but mouzsports messing up as well. Now, heading into the overtime straight away. 3v3, quick trades on the B bomb site. Gobi gets himself another one onto Insta. Finally draws it into his team's favor with the Molotov and the smoke. They will close out the bomb site and try to seal it off. They still have Dennis, and he will just hop down into CT spawn, taking out Nielsen. CD is in middle right now, and he wants to save his gun. He knows that if he gives away that gun as well, KPV could run into heavy money trouble in the last round, in case they should lose the upcoming round as well. So the money is definitely a big factor in those overtimes as well. So CD needs to save right now. He can't do anything about the outcome of this round, and mouzsports should feel happy about the outcome of this round. It could have ended differently as well if Insta had a few more bullets left, or did expect Gobi in the B bomb side. He could have made it a 3v2 in favor of his squad. Probably slowed down mouzsports on the B push. They wouldn't have been able to plant the bomb as quickly because Gobi was also the bomb carrier. So yeah, it was that one frag that decided the whole round basically, and KPV were unlucky to not get it. Now mouzsports on another quick at least poke into the B bomb side, but they just wanted to abuse their good spawns to maybe get an early peek. Larson going for a few peeks. Dan Dennis was waiting there in the open. Even though he was tagged a few times, he did go for the shot. Neeson picking up the frag on next, equalizing the player count again. The CTs go for a double execution. Now they are cornered in. Gobi coming in from behind. Neeson needs to fight his way out of there, and he gets the kill onto Gobi, making it a triple in the round. Speedy and Dennis are all over the place. The CTs are doing the same though. The bomb is dropped now thanks to Xen, picking up the kill onto Dennis, and Speedy's alone against 2. He needs to get those 2 frags, and they know where he's coming from. He already exposed his position. 45 seconds on the clock. Speedy's coming in from mid as Xen and Nielsen hold on to that door together. He will try to flash his way in there, but both CTs avoid those flashes. There is no opening for Speedy to work with. He just baits out a few shots, tries to confuse the CTs a little bit, and then go for the shot. Another flash comes in. He has the first headshot in the pocket, but Nielsen goes for the trade. He could have ended differently, but 16-16. KPV is not giving up yet. So KPV avoided saving in this overtime. They have 5 rifles, but Speedy has the AWP still, and Nico gets the first frag, snuck his way into A long, waited for CD to go for the information, and then just killed him straight away. 5-man push imminent on the A bomb side. They already have 3 players over at short, and well, they could still go for the split or something like that, but it seems like mouzsports will just try to force the issue on the A bomb side with with the 4-man stack over there. Insta, however, will put a stick between the terrorist plans with the kill onto Speedy. And now Xen checks out A long. He exposes his position by stomping away, but the terrorist will already push into A. Neeson will pick up 2 frags and makes it a 2v4 in favor of the CTs. Dennis and Next are the last man standing. Next goes down to Neeson, but Dennis trades 2, then gets killed by Xen in the last second. 17-16. KPV will win this first half of the overtime, so to speak. They make it 2-1, which is kind of the standard scoreline in those MR3 overtimes. And I can tell you why Gobi is that hyped, because he can basically call with any team and any team can perform with him. But yeah, that's yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about Gobi here. He's just a legendary caller, and you can't measure the impact that he has on a squad. 17-16 in favor of KPV now on the terrorist side, with Xen on the AWP trying to find an opening on A long. But the CT stay away from that deadly scope for now. They will be scared off though. They have got B holding on to that, while Speedy is backing off a little bit to take an eye or keep an eye out on A short. 2 CTs take care of middle, opposed by 1 terrorist only. So if Next goes for the peak, he could get an easy frag without a trade possibility, and there it is. Next will mop up Larsen. 4v5 in favor of the CTs, make that 3v5. Nico rings off a shot of his deadly AWP, making it the 2-man advantage for the CTs. Terrorists are still waiting. They are still looking for the opening. Speedy is looking for an opening as well. He's waiting in A short, and he will see that flash, turn around. CD will probably push him, and Nico will mop up the frag as Speedy gets the kill onto CD. It's Xen against the rest of the world. He needs to pick up that AWP, that ace with the AWP, and it's not going to happen. Speedy will end this round in favor of Mouseboard, 17-17. "27 frags on Insta, 26 on Speedy, and 30 on Nico." KPV take a very slow approach on middle, with just 3 players occupied with, or 2 players occupied with B tunnels, and 3 players basically working on top of middle. 1 is now swinging over towards A, while the CTs have 2 players at A, 1 in CT spawn, 1 in the outside area of B. And then it's holding on to the B platform. The terrorists will wait and wait and wait, and then they will decide where to go as soon as they either run out of time or get a first frag. So let's see what happens first. They are sneaking forward into middle. And are fully committed to that mid-B split push, as Larsen is still holding on to A long. I don't really know what he's trying to achieve over there. He should join his squad. He expects somebody to push in the back, which was the case in the early rounds, but it's not happening now. So now he needs to chime in. Next and Insta with the first tracks. Insta with a second on to Dennis. 3v4 in favor of the terrorists. The CT's on the rotation, but it came in a little bit too late, in my opinion. Larsen will finally get a frag on his very late push towards the B bomb site. He finds a kill on the way to that. Nico and Speedy are the last man standing for the CTs, and Speedy will not stand any longer. Nico will need to back off. He's in the CT spawn. He's cramped in there, and the terrorists will come for him to take him out. There he is with the first shot onto Nielsen. Now the terrorists got a little bit scared. They will try to nade him without exposing themselves to the scope as he tries to push out with the 5-7. You get the headshot onto Xen, turns around, but Larsen is quicker with the AK. KPV will once again win another round and make it 18-17 in favor of themselves. Mousesports is slipping away a little bit. They obviously have to invest in this round. It is the last round of this overtime. They could go for a double AWP or something like that, but they go for only one scope on Nico, and he will make it work onto Insta, finally getting rid of that nuisance that Insta was. And the mousesports are on track to draw this game again. Larsen tries to get the retaliation frag, and he will shoot Nico straight between the eyes. 4v4 again. KPV is still not down yet. Xen spraying through the smoke, expecting somebody to be on the other side, but Gobi is staying back in a long pit, while the rest of his teammates focus on middle and B. And there he is with the frag onto Xen, who tried to find an opening for his squad. The terrorists will not be quite sure where to go right now. They send CD forward into a short. Some information and some map control get it, but not yet fully committed. Now they have 3 players lined up for the A execution against the 2 CTs, Got B and Speedy over there at the A bomb site, helped up by Nex, who's just on the rotation right now towards CT slope. Got B with the first headshot onto CD, flashing his teammate in. Speedy is there as well with the frag. Neeson then gets a trade onto Nex, but he's alone against 3 CTs, and it will make it 18-18. mousesports draw this game again and force another overtime to KPV, who are not able to take it home with their match point that they had, or map point that they had. Yet yes, it is the first map in the best of 2 series, so you haven't missed too much. Well, you have missed a freaking awesome first and second half. Look at that graph. It's just going all over the place. Actually, this graph was the CT, so this graph is a CT's graph, so you can see how many save rounds they have won in the second half, and that forced the overtime to mousesports. Now KPV is still on the terrorist side. They haven't switched sides, obviously. In the overtime it works a little bit differently. When you start a new overtime, you stay on the side that you have ended on in the previous one, and Nico and Speedy will be ended already by the terrorists. Now Instant Company looking for another opening. Dennis is there in B. Tana's taken out by Neeson. It is a 4v2. Got B and Nex trying to come back, but they have to consider saving right now, as I already mentioned. Before, the CTs need to watch their money in those MR3 10k overtimes. Nex and CD will trade blows. 3v1. Got B on the retake. He will not slow down at all. He just commits to that fully commitment, messing up that first spray, and CD gets the trade. 19-18 in favor of KPV. They maybe, if they get 2 or 1 more round, it could actually give them a very good shot at taking this first map home. First shots by Insta will not work at all, but Larsen will be worked by Nex in middle. Nex will quickly run away towards the B bomb site again. mousesports will start off with the man advantage against KPV, who are still not in position to make anything happen. They have the bomb over in terrorist spawn. Xen and CD might think about heading towards middle. Neeson still holds on to the B bomb site, so they will most likely go for a B split. But it also depends on what they see, what they hear. If they hear anything, maybe they can swing around again, but they will commit to that push. Gobi will slow them down with that Molotov cocktail. CD slipped through his fingers, so he is in the ambush position, and Gobi will back off a little bit, not calling any rotation yet. mousesports stay in their positions, and the terrorists will get ready for that execution. 3 players coming in from middle, 1 player coming in from B tunnels. He is a crucial guy to make something happen. Gobi goes down straight away to Xen, and now the terrorist positions have been compromised. The CT's on the rotation already, and I think Nico will not slow down at all. He's pushing through the smoke. There he is, first frag, then Speedy gets a few as well. Nex is still in the back of the bomb site, going down. Speedy and Nico against Neeson. Nico has spotted Neeson already, and he will go for the battle. Speedy with the refrag as Neeson puts his teammate down. He was also running down on the time, so mousesports would have most likely won the round anyway. But wow, KPV still made it a huge fight, 19-19. mousesports will draw this game again, and I don't know if any one of you have counted or has counted how many drawn scorelines we had, but I just lost track about that. 19-19, 0-0 in maps still, so the second map is yet to start. KPV with a short push, 3 players checking that out at first, probably just going to clinch control of that part and then figure out what they are able to do with it, as they are still not yet committed to it. They still have Xen in the B tunnels. Now the bomb gets carried over there and will most likely end up with a push after all. But it's still early in the round. They could still come up with a different execution. But as I experience KPV right now, they usually don't care too much about their backs. It could be possible for mousesports to back them rather easily. Now Xen will get the first frag onto Nex and force a slight rotation by Speedy, who's now on his way to the A bomb set. He has picked up on the move of the terrorist. Nico will get the frag onto Insta, who tried to open up on that. Good flash work by the CT. Speedy with a second one and a third of himself, with Nico closing out Nielsen. Triple kill by Speedy, getting himself closer to the top of the scoreboard, and mousesports make it another 2-1 split in the max round 3 overtime. So it is once again the standard scoreline. So 36 frags for Nico in 39 rounds. That is almost a frag every single round. 34 for Speedy, who's really good right now. 13 only for Gorby, who needs to do more if he really wants to get his team over the edge, if he wants to get his team to win this map. Calling is obviously his main job, but he also needs to pick up a few kills on the way through that. And 13 and 93 and 39 rounds is not enough to do that. I'm sorry. I love you, you know that, but in my opinion, he needs to do some more work on the frag count, at least in this match. He did his job in ESL 1 Cologne, but yeah, in this one he's falling behind a little bit. KPV now on the CT side, and mousesports go for the straight A long push. They have 4 players over there. Speedy holds on to middle all alone. The CTs need to line up that retake play as they are forced away from the bomb site. They have Nielsen still hanging out in the smoke. Let's see what he's able to do. He gets himself a frag onto Nico and on Dennis as well. Great play by Nielsen. Gopi with a headshot onto Insta, but Nielsen is still on fire with another frag. Then Xen blows apart Speedy. It's Nex all alone against 3. He makes it a 2v1 for a second. Xen has him covered though. 20-20. Another, oh well, the bomb is ticking, but they will make the defuse happen just in time. The smoke saved the day for KPV. 20-20. KPV win the first round of the second half of the second overtime. Or is it the third? Oh my god. It is the second overtime, yeah. No. Yes. Math is definitely not my biggest focus right now. The CTs have 2 players committed to a long. They expect another push by mousesports and they want to shut it down and be sure that it is not happening again. But Nico just goes into A. He doesn't even throw a flash or whatever, but he gets flashed himself, and Isel will pick up an easy headshot. Now the terrorists seem to be well, they almost overcommitted. Nex is in middle with the bomb, and he almost ran in there without thinking twice. Gobi, however, runs into the A bomb site, and he will get a frag onto Nielsen to make it a 4v4 again. The terrorists will clinch control of the A bomb site, and KPV do not care too much about that. They have 4 players still alive, and as soon as the bomb gets planted, they probably know already what's going to happen, and now they can go for the retake. I hope they expected that, because if they didn't, their communication is way off. Now CD coming in from a long while his teammate is taking care of his back, and he tries to get a frag on the platform. Goppy is really low, so is Speedy, and X needs to step it up. His two teammates got disposed of already. He gets 2 frags. Dennis is alone against 2. Larsen's out in the open, and he will finally find the headshot against Dennis. Xen was going down to him, and it was another 1v1 situation. The bomb is ticking quite fast, but Larsen will still make it just in time. Also 14 HP remaining for him. KPV in a match point situation. They just need to pick up one more round, and they have finally won that war of attrition. 21-20 the scoreline. Let's see if they can finally get over the finish line. 42 HP now for Lars in the first tag, courtesy of Speedy Scout, so he's able to just tag them through the door with the Scout. If he had an AWP, he might have gotten a kill, or at least put Larsen down to 12 or 14 HP, something like that. Now, mousesports committed to middle right now with 4 players. Goppy is just lurking around in a short to find an easy frag or something like that. If the attention gets drawn away, he could drop into CT spawn even, but he doesn't know where the CTs are at. Next will smoke himself through that Molotov, and Insta is lining up that shot. He will fall down to Next, but Larsen with the instant trade. Now Goppy pushing into CT spawn, drawing it in his team's favor. 4v3. Larsen down to 42 still, but Larsen will step it up on the B-bomb with a double kill, making it a 3v2. Suddenly the round is back in the favor of the CTs, but Speedy is still lurking around with the Scout, and he will line up that shot onto Larsen. Now forgot to take the bomb with him, but Goppy holds on to CT spawn, gets a shot onto Xen. Now it's a 1v2. Goppy is cut off from his teammate. He's down to 10 HP right now. He tries to slow down CD on the push to the B-bomb site while a flash comes in. Great setup by mousesports to draw this game once again, and do get it back to a third overtime. It will head, or it might end tomorrow. I'm perfectly honest. To be frank, this match could go on until tomorrow. So many trades, so many trading rounds as well. It is just going on and on and on and on. Get your friends over here. Mouse has really got some big problems against KPV. And even though Chris Shea is not around, I think that Nico is not the problem right here. With 36 frags, I really don't think that it's that big of a problem to have a guy that stands in, you know, and he just casually picks up a frag every single round that you play, or almost every single round that you play. Can't really complain about that, especially if you're the favorite and you just, you know, you just played a major. You're supposed to be one of the top 16 teams in the world. How can you have problems against KPV? Yeah. So Nico already got disposed of by Larsen, and KPV starting off on the right foot, so to speak. They are in position to take this first round on the CT side. It is still the first map if you just tuned in to this matchup. Oh, next with a really good sick tag onto Insta. How did he pull that off? I don't know, but it is, yeah, you know, he knows where the door is, and he expects the CT to take the peak, so why not send a bullet that way? 4v5 still in favor of the CTs. Xen will step it up with a double kill. Next having trouble on the slow player, and he will finally get the frag onto Neeson, but he's up against 4 more CTs. And even though he blows Xen apart, he has Insta down to 2 HP. He could get another cheeky frag, but CD and Larsen should be able to cover the bomb. They know where it is, and there it is. Larsen with the frag. 22-21. KPV win the first round of the third overtime. You can use !score to find the score of the current match. It is still 0-0 on the maps. It is the first map, that's 2. It is the map vote of mousesports as well, and they were struggling a lot during this game. And thanks Chris Foxy for helping me out there, letting the people, the viewers know that the skins will get returned in case this game ends in a draw. It is a best of 2 after all, and mousesports is trying their best to draw this game again. Next with the first frag, Neeson steps it up. Next with the second, the AWP is working wonders for him right now. Xen messing up that shot in middle, but he doesn't get punished for it. But next, oh no, actually Dennis picking up that frag onto CD, now reloads and goes down to Xen. Next will, or might make up for that. He's not quite able to do that. Nico with the refrag, making it a 1v2 again. And Nico and Gobi still standing. There it is. Nico with the shot and drawing this game again. Oh. Well, boom. I got told that it's KPV's pick. No, it's mousesports' pick. And I mean, I'm in the veto channel, so I should know. I might have misread though. I will check, double check. No, that's is the map pick of mousesports. 100% sure. I just double checked. Yeah, you probably looked at hltv.org, did you? No, you didn't. Where did you get your information, Boom? Because the admin channel definitely states different thing. But yeah, we had a small pause during that drop of the mousesports player. I think it was, who was it? Speedy. So now he's back and we have a drawing game again. mousesports though, still feeling good. The CT is still feeling good as well. Everyone has everything they need. And and KPV with those 5 rifles, they will get the first frag onto Nico, taking control of A long. And well, next needs to find another frag with the AWP. While mousesports is just shuffling their positions around. The CTs are not quite aware where to go right now. Xen is watching the back, even though Larsen is on the A platform, so that maybe he just looked the other way to avoid being flashed, but that didn't really make sense. So now got B just in CT spawn right now. How did he end up there? He just dropped from A short. That's what mousesports do right now. Larsen though gets the retaliation frag, making it a 4v3 again. Larsen goes down to Speedy, overextended a little bit, and it's a 3v3 situation. They still have next close by with the Tech 9, and he will oh, he did go for the Tech 9 kill a little bit too early, and CD was able to kill him before he could do too much damage to the CTs. 2v3 retake situation in favor of the CTs. Now let's see if Speedy and Dennis can hold on to the planted bomb. They are long-term team members from the Panther days, but Xen steps it in, and there it is. Neeson with another one onto Dennis, and it almost seemed like Xen could get the frag with the 5-7. KPV will make it 2-1 in this first half of the third overtime. Wow, the frags are probably growing out of proportion. 38 frags for Nielsen right now in 45 rounds played. So that's a good kill per round ratio. On the other side, we have Nex and Nico on 38 each. But Gopi is making up a little bit. He's getting closer to his teammates with 19 frags. The same goes for CD, who was really good at the regular playing time, and now he is kind of fading away right now. He's sitting at 20 for a long time, or around 20. So if he steps it up, they might get back on track. KPV just need to win 2 more rounds, and there is the first frag in favor of their squad, courtesy of Insta with the headshot onto Gopi, making it a 4v5 early on. Now the terrorists just need to slow down. They need to get the trades, and everything should be fine. But with players like Nex and Nico around, it's so hard to get those trades. Of course I was right, Boom. Just kidding. No. Yeah, the terrorists setting up that middle control right now, and mousesports split up very, very far. They have no chance to get any trades at all. They have Nico on A, while Speedy is in A long. One player is inside the B bomb site, and one is watching doors. So they really need to watch out. They need to pick up 2 frags each player, basically, as soon as they get pushed by the terrorists. And this might be the case for Dennis, who has the M4A4 in hand over at the B bomb site. He will be pushed by 3 players, and He needs to hold on together with Nex. Now, Nex is inside the B bomb site, so he can help him out. And as I said, he moves out again. This could be the crucial mistake for mousesports, as the terrorist will just walk in there. Dennis has a cheeky position on top of that crate, and CD will not check that at all. But then he just turns around. Nex with a straight refrag. Larsen is about to drop into CT spawn. Disposes of Nico, but then gets killed by Speedy. The backstabber gets backstabbed. How fitting for this game. 3v2. Nex down to 35 HP, but the same goes for the terrorists. They plant the bomb right now. And Nex will wait for Speedy to come by and flash himself in. There it is, the first frag, making it a 2v2. Nex is down to 4 HP. Instant Neeson are one-shot headshots for the M4A1s. They need to watch out Neeson with the first frag. And then Speedy had the off-timing. KPV will make it 24 to 22. And have 2 match points against mousesports, who are still on the CT side. They don't need to save yet. And they will not save in this game at all, because if they lose this one, the first map is over, and we would move on to Cash, the map pick of KPV. Xen is already throwing his weapons in the air out of joy, like a hat, you know, like back in the old Western days when everyone was cheering by throwing his hat in the air. And after that, I wonder how they got back to their hats. Must be a big pile of hats in the middle of a huge pile of people. But yeah, let's stay with CSGO for now. We can talk about hats and Western times later on. Xen and his teammate opening up on a long. They have checked that out. Larsen is his companion. And they will get flashed. mousesports will call in for the rotation of Nico to help Speedy out on the control of a long. And they really need to pick up those frags. The terrorists will swing back towards B, though. They have the bomb carrier and another player over there. While Speedy picks up Larsen, Xen is forced away from A long, and they will try to get it done over at the B bomb site. The CTs have a lengthy rotation before them. They need to walk quite a distance. Dennis is going to be crucial in his position. He needs to hold on to middle. Xen will be blown up to smithereens. The nade will blow not only his ankles but also his stomach away from the head. Nex will miss that first shot and now calls in for Dennis's help. As Nex stays away, Dennis will get the frag, and Nex gets another one, then gets traded by Insta. 1v4, however, mousesports just hanging on to the game, and they have a good performance by Dennis with a triple kill, not only getting the frag in middle, that was really crucial, but also getting a double on the B bomb site. Sorry, was reading the chat at the same time. Now Insta is getting that tag onto Dennis, makes him watch his HP and watch his position as well. He can't go for those big plays anymore. He needs to stay away from those big battles, and that's why he's taking refuge behind that box over here. So he only exposes his head for now, so his HP is basically not really important, as he's a one-shot kill anyway. As soon as you find the head, you will get the kill anyway. Doesn't matter how low he is. The terrorist on the other side will set up mid-control and then try to find an opening frag, which mousesports is not allowing right now. They stay very deep inside the bomb sites. They don't go for any aggressive play at all. Speedy holds on to a long from pit just like usual, and Nico is over at short, reading off that first shot onto Xen and then dropping into CT spawn. Good play by Nico, making it happen for mousesports, and getting a tag onto Insta. It looked like a headshot to me, but the box was taking away a lot of the damage. 15 HP remaining. Then Nex gets another shot onto Larsen, and Nico will try to get another shot as Dennis walks into the terrace. He body blocks them and gets a double headshot. mousesports will draw it again and make it go to a 4th overtime. And I believe that Larsen left the game was probably by accident. He was probably just dropped. Yeah, timed out. Obviously, I can't read right now. Been just on fire all the time. This is just insane to watch. mousesports having so much trouble, and we basically have played two whole games right now, more than 2 games. They don't get 16k downtown lows. They get 10k, as you can see. It's MR3 10k. If it's MR5, they get 16k. Nico is replacing Chris J right now. And he's doing a good job of doing that. Next keeps up with him though. Well, not keeps up with him, but 42. How can you be bored in this match? I mean, this is just insane. 42 for Next, 40 for Nico. On the other side, we have kind of a team effort by myKPV with 39 on Nielsen, sticking out a little bit, but the rest is almost on the same level. Now let's see, KPV will get Larsen back into the game as soon as possible. So let's see how long they take to get him back. I will check the admin channel real quick. There is no information yet, so I think he will... Yeah, there he is. Reading the admin chat, not realizing that the player is back on the server a long time ago. Yeah, there is some mistake on the start money on Larsen. We will set that in a second and then we are ready to roll. Tahod 123 getting heart attack cause too many overtimes. And then, you know, then there's a huge fuss. It gets posted on every social media. CS kills. CS is dangerous. Never watch CS again because it might kill you because it's so thrilling. Well, we had very thrilling matches on ESL 1 Cologne as well, so there might be 1 or 2 deaths between the viewers, you know. But I'm really glad that nobody died. It would have been really bad though. So yeah, kind of depressing topic to talk about in an amazing match like that. I'm sorry for that, but I'm running out of things to say, you know. This game alone, how long did it? I think, when did we ready up? I think it was yeah, it's more than 1 hour and 20 minutes. Key-Preis-Vergleich. So, yeah, thanks Matty for helping out there. I will update the score on MooBot since I've got time right now. I will update it real quick. Still first map. 90 minutes into the game, we still have the first map underway, and we did have a few pauses, obviously. But it's not that long because of the pauses. It's just because of those overtimes, you know. Yes, I am German, by the way, and I really like mouse sports. So I was talking down on them a lot because they have that big problems against KPV, which they shouldn't have. But I give them a break. You know, they just went out of the groups in the major. They probably want to talk about that and, you know, just figure out their mistakes and what they did wrong, what they can improve on and stuff like that. Now Christian is in vacation and Nico steps in, so they might not have all the executions settled with Nico. Gobi calls in German, Nico doesn't understand a word probably, so there are a few things that they have to battle right now, but still, they have Nico and Nex. Those two players could probably win a 5v2 against any team in the world. Yeah, I know, I am exaggerating right now, but you kind of get the message, you know? And on the other side, you have KPV. They are not bad at all. I said it at the start of the game that they could be or can be able to take away a map of mouse sports, but it didn't expect them to last that long. Meine deutsche Stimme ist ungefähr so. Void function, so he tries to call in English, but Nico's English is not the best either. So it's kind of yeah, it is still the first map, yeah. Overtime 100. This is it. Conchita Kucha. Yeah, Chris J is from the Netherlands. He is able to speak, or yeah, he is able to speak German, even though he mostly speaks a mixture between English and German, which sounds really funny to me, at least. And oh, thanks for pointing that out, Void Function. I heard stories of his English being not that good, so I'm just talking out of my bag. I showered this morning, Sven. So before I got to work, yeah, TPC Rampage. I think this is actually the case right now. I think a few pants have been painted brown from the inside, so to speak. Yeah, talking about the Niku situation, obviously mousesports don't want to give him away for free, and Chris J, for example, is able to understand German perfectly. He's just not that firm on speaking it himself, so he can call a mixture between English and German. Usually, it depends on the situation as well, you know. Thanks, Bruhulike Trains. Get the word out to the world with those links. They can help you find me on Facebook and Twitter. And also, if you want to donate some skins, I just got a huge donation by Jakub yesterday. So I want to give away a few skins after this game, especially because I need to rest my voice a little bit. So after this game, though, so please don't spam the chat right now. I would appreciate it a lot. Sikara Mamna. So yeah, this is it. I will give away all the skins that you donate to me if you don't tell me to keep them for myself, you know. Some people have donated, for example, an AK Vulcan to me, and they said, yeah, it's for you, please keep it. I don't want to have you donate it to other people or give it away to other people. So yeah, I don't know what the problem is with the start money. It shouldn't be that complicated, right? Well, yes, and I have a lot of sand dunes. They got donated by all my viewers. So now we have the admin coming into... Vilkis, I love you too, and I will never stop casting, I promise. And Nightcore, Kiang, yes, I am German. Radish, I will try to read your messages in Moobot for a second. So Dave in CSGO, the system of the 99damage starter divisions is like, you have a division, and then the first two teams, I think, the first two teams of all those divisions get drawn into higher divisions, where they will play against each other again. So it's kind of a filter that gradually filters out the better teams, and you know, if you keep losing, you will end up in the bottom league at the end. So we will have kind of a seeding at the end. So now they just finished off the round, so to fix that overtime issue. And Hugo, I promise I will say that word in the upcoming rounds. Bruhili like it trains. Don't worry, I don't rely on donations. It's just something that I want to point out, that I don't keep the donations, or I don't keep the skins. I will give them away, even though it's kind of hard to get rid of 150 sand skins. Let's get back to the game, however. 24-24. It's the fourth overtime coming up. mousesports with the AWP on Nico, and the first aggression in B tunnels. A lot of information gained, but the terrorists will head straight into A long, and they will trouble Speedy over there, actually blowing him to smithereens. Is CD with the HE grenade. 5v4, and the terrorists are determined to take it to the A bomb bomb site. Good trades by Nico, but then Nielsen goes to work on 2 CTs at the same time. Nex and Dennis now in a 2v4 situation. Dennis will get the cheeky frag onto Nielsen, and now they could go for the retake. Nex is close by behind that smoke. Good flash work. He turns the wrong way. Insta gets the kill. Dennis is now alone against 3, and Insta will make it a 3 surviving terrorist round, 25-24. That is just insane play by KPV. They had a lengthy break. They probably talked about that. And they came up with a round like that. A quick round into a long where they got demolished quite a few times by Nico. Then actually swinging back to a short and then getting that entry. Great work by Nielsen and obviously also by Insta in the end. Next and last, and with the quick trades, with the 1 round advantage, KPV can risk some things, and they will go for the B bomb site. Dennis behind the smoke this time around. He just gets 1 frag, but he does a lot of damage to Xen and Larsen. We're trying to get something back. Nico goes to work on the Xen, basically sending the bullet back through his own barrel. It seemed like Larsen was, Xen was about to pull the trigger on Nico when the bullet came his way. 3v2, Goppy is almost burning alive, but he stays alive, and Speedy stays alive as well to pick up 2 frags and draw this game for the I don't know, for the 50th time. I don't know. It is just insane. Another draw coming up. Spread the word, guys and girls. Tweet out to all your friends. This game is maybe not going down in history, but it is definitely up there. What a great start to the 99damage League with a team kill onto Larsen, but shooting Dennis down through his teammate. This couldn't be better. 4v4 thanks to the 2 first kills of Xen. And you know, usually you get the frag through the door and not through your own teammate. KPV is kinda, well, they have to just put that behind them, you know. They can't talk about that right now. They have to talk about that later on, man. That probably make them either laugh or cry at the same time. Wow, what a game. CD hanging out in A short, trying to find a CT off guard, but they will smoke him off and slow that down. Nico is curious what is going to happen over at A long, but he smokes that off, and now things are venturing further in there. Now Xen will expose his position and force Nico to back off a little bit. Nico knows how that works though. He knows that those shots are just designed to make him back off. CD will make Speedy watch his teammates, and Nex will do the same to 2 terrorists in middle. Really important frags for the CTs. Now they are not on the rotation yet, but Xen and Insta are about to make it to the B bomb site. Nico is not in position to take the shot through the door, but now he might be, and there is it. Xen with the headshot onto Goppy. Next with a nade kill onto Xen. The bomb is dropped. It is up to Insta as Nico tosses the weapon into the flames to make it boiling hot, and now he takes it back into his hands and he will try to use it to great success. Next with 3 kills, he make it a 4-kill round, and Mousesports make it 26-25. Another 2-1 overtime halftime score. KPV will switch over to the CT side, and it might actually happen that I missed the winning moment because I'm so confused right now. I don't know. Yeah, Mousesports needs to pick up 2 more rounds so they win at 28. I might have I might have to write that down in a second. So let's see how this turns out. Mousesports on the terror side right now with the AWP for Nico. KPV with 5 M4A4s. No AWP for them, even though they definitely have the money for it. It seems like they feel it's more effective to have the 5 rifles to be a little bit more versatile, and also it is quite risky to go for a 1v1 against Nico with the scope on the weapon. Dennis Checks out A long. He just missed Xen, but Xen walks back into his crosshair. Headshot straight away. Then Dennis is walking further, gets another frag. Nex is already in a slope, and he will just try to get another frag. Mad spray not happening onto Larsen. 1v4 though. It should go mousesports' way. Larsen could go for the retake, but he's most likely not doing that. He might actually save that AWP for the next round. If he manages to do that, it would be really cool. But no scope onto Speedy. Then got a little bit too far ahead of himself. Dennis will take him out. 27-25. Match point for mousesports. 2 of them, in fact. mousesports up against the AWP. Insta figures that maybe it wasn't the right decision to stay away from that AWP, as I'm trying to find the right player. Here it is, Xen on A long in the pit, supported by Insta, by Neeson actually. Neeson is there picking up a frag. Insta does the same onto Dennis. Suddenly it's a 4v2 in favor of the CTs. Gobi and Nex need to work together. The experienced player and the young gun, the talented player, will be taken out by Neeson after taking out Xen. And we are in a 1v3 now. Gobi on the A platform, but Larsen will surprise him from a short and sends a bullet the rough direction of the head. And he's lucky enough to have Gobi just take the wrong way, or head the wrong way, to expose the tiniest bit of his head to that AK bullet was enough. One more match point for mousesports. It is map point, however. Next goes for the P90. And yeah, he didn't have enough money. So yeah, money is definitely a crucial factor. It might change the outcome of this round. The P90 is a viable weapon on the CT side, in my opinion, but not so much on the terror side, at least not on Dust 2. You know, long range fights all over the place, and most likely not able to use a P90 50 bullet spray on too many players. Now Xen will take Dennis out, and the weapon is lost in A long. No way for Dennis to get his hands on that. mousesports is running back towards A short, where Nex is actually taking point already with his P90 that I just talked down on so much. Gobi will try to flush out A slope. Nobody's around that. Larsen trying to get rid of the backstabber. Nico is taken out. Now Nex with the headshot onto Larsen. 4v3. Nex is holding onto A shot, and this is the close quarter. The only close quarter that he can use the weapon on the terror side. Speedy with the frag onto Xen. It is a 3v3 retake. CD's down to 23, but Insta helps it out. Insta with a double kill onto Speedy. 1v3 right now. Gobi is alone on the A platform, surrounded by CTs, trying to fight his way back out, but they had him sealed down. He got one more frag onto CD, but KPV will draw it to yet another overtime. It is the 5th overtime in this map. This is just, well, the game is almost going on for 2 hours right now on the same map. It is 12 rounds in the overtime. It is basically 2 best of 3s right now in one game. Am I right? Yes, I am. So it's almost 2 best of 3s, not best of 3s. Oh my god. It's almost 2 games in one map. So they just need one more overtime, and it's, yeah, it's the equivalent to play Dust 2 times. That's how equal those teams are right now. And you have to take into consideration Nico is on the squad of mousesports, standing in for Chris J. KPV on the CT side right now, starting off with the AWP, which mousesports can't claim. Insta ringing off that first shot over the B bomb set to make the terrorists aware of his presence, and he will send the bullet through the smoke. It finds a way into Nico, and Dennis will shut down Neeson in CT spawn. 4v4 again. We are back to equal odds, and you know that it favors the terrorists in those situations. And see if KPV can come back into this round. They have one player committed to middle. It is Larsen, who's down to 55 already. And the terrorists have spotted him, so they might focus of getting rid of him. Xen holds on to A platform. Oh, he's going down to 20 HP. He takes Gobi down to 23 as well. Once again, it is so equal, and he gets another headshot onto Speedy. Even though he goes down, he traded so much damage, and the CTs could easily go for the retake. They just need to handle the backstabber that is Next coming in from A long, and also they have Speedy to worry about from A short. So the CTs are surrounded by terrorists. They don't even know that yet. They have 2 players to work against on A platform. and 2 coming in from behind, basically. Let's see if Next can get that frag. He does do the first, and he does shut down the second as well. mousesports seem to be fed up with the mingles. That is key price like right now, with 28 rounds on mousesports and 27 on KPV. It is just insane right now. KPV receiving a lot of damage already on the cross towards the B-bomb set. Larsen gets dinked down to 36 HP. And mousesports head towards A long with 4 players actually. So they are fully committed to the A-bomb set right now, sending Next in there, and now they will probably slowly but surely back off again. It's just, you know, in case the CTs are there as well, they at least want to get the trades and not lose that one player. So they put him in the position, and now they're getting back onto a short. 3 CTs are waiting there for them. Let's see how this turns out. Speedy goes down to Nielsen. Dennis would hop into the B-bomb set, and he didn't see Larsen, and Larsen didn't kill him. Insta with the refrag in the end. 3v3 again. Next with the headshot onto Xen. 3v2 right now. CD and Insta still standing for the CTs, and Gobi just ran past. CD who picks up an easy frag. Niku does the same to Insta. It's a 1v2 now. Next goes down to CD. Headshot on the A platform, and the bomb is still covered by CD. He has 2 flash grenades to work with, but Niku is coming in for the frag, and he will adjust his aim and get rid of the CT. 29 to 27. He saves the AWP as well, and we head into the last round of this first half of the 5th overtime. I think so, yeah. So KPV are struggling with the money. mousesports should be able to make it 30 to 27 and then have 3 match points on the CT side. The side that is a little more favored on this too. It is almost a 50-50 map, but it is slightly CT favored at the moment, as you know, if you take the meta into consideration and the lengthy duration of the smokes. Now, Nielsen, the terrorists already made their way towards the A platform, with Dennis pushing them into short, but Gobi gets rid of one. Dennis gets rid of the second one. It's a 3v4, 3v3 though. Instant Nielsen getting those headshots now. This is just another round that goes 1 for 1. Nielsen doesn't know where Next is, and Next will take him out with the Tech 9. Now Speedy hopping to take the bomb, and he gets traded, almost blows down, almost goes down to the Molotov cocktail. Gobi and Speedy are 1 shot, 1 kills, but Next still has Insta covered with the Tech 9, and even though he holds the AWP, it's basically the AWP is his backup weapon right now. In case he runs into trouble, he can go for a no-scope close quarter, you know, in case the Tech 9 doesn't do the trick. There it is. It does the trick. Definitely does. 56 frags for Next, who's completely insane right now. 46 on Nielsen. So it's 10 frags separating Next from the top fragger of myKPV. 24 for Insta. On the other side, we have 45 for Dennis, and Gobi with 23, CD on 26. So they kind of equal each other out over there. mousesports 3 rounds ahead of their opponents, and they might take it home right now. They have the pole position to take this really long match. It is 130 minutes. 130 minutes? I just got a shout out from, yeah. It's 2 hours for the first map in this matchup. I mean, I definitely have to upload the VOD if YouTube lets me do that. Just amazing performance by both squads. Let's see if KPV can prolong this match. Nico is down to 8 HP. It's a good start for the terrorists, and they have clinch control of A long, but mousesports is already going for some information on A short, as Gobi is smoked off by his own teammate. He can't see anything at all. The CTs will stay there, while Key Price Vergleich do the same that mousesports did in the previous round. They send Insta in there, and this time Insta has the AWP, so he can definitely control the ad platform from the cheeky position. Nico going for the peek into middle. Gobi with a headshot at the same time as Nico sends the bullet. CD with the frag, but he can't follow it up. It's a 2v4 in favor of mousesports. Speedy checks out A short. So much information. The terrorists can only be around terrorist spawn or A long, and Nico will take down one on A long. Speedy with the rotation play, and he will finish off the map. Speedy with the last frag of this two well, one map worth 2 maps, basically. Sick game. I hope you enjoy the show. We will head into the second map. Yes, it's only the second map in this matchup. It is Cash, the map pick of KPV, coming up in just a few moments. I definitely need to rest my voice. My voice. My tongue just twists and turns. If it could break, my tongue would be broken right now. But thanks for staying around that long. We have a second map coming up between the two teams, and I'm really curious to see how they will fare in this awesome matchup. mouz against myKPV coming up on 99damage League, brought to you by Twitch, AMD, Shark Systems, and ISO, and obviously happily brought to you by CSGO Launch. And I am Debu from Germany. You can follow me on Twitter. I will give you the links in just a second.